So today I will be making a video to do with this topic, right? So why I make this video? Well, for a couple of reasons. I was listening to romantic songs. I usually like romantic songs, and I like romantic things. I mean, I used to like action. I mean, I still do, but not a whole lot. I like romantic movies and romantic scene. It's just how I was. Um, when I was scrolling through and then I was trying to find a good song to listen to, and then I listened to this song. It's really depressing. It's called Night Court You Don't Know. Now, I was scrolling down the comments, and the comments say it's so what. See, I hate this is a person saying I hate how some people just never understand. So why? I don't get. I remember when I was lost in this this world, and I didn't know who I am, and I tried to figure out who I am. And I think I said the same thing. Maybe I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been lost, like really, really lost. Like I haven't found myself or my true, authentic self, right? And we have to look at this as why do we need to understand? Because I was sitting there and thinking about this, right? See, when you are see why do you need the world to understand you? That's the world is complicated. It's huge. And you're thinking that when the world understand you, maybe you have you fit in, or you have a purpose. For those who are lost, you shouldn't look at it as if, because if you think about it, it's like you're trying to conquer the world. You can't, because if you try to conquer the world, that's a lot of people. But first and foremost, do you understand yourself? Because most people who say these things, they don't even understand themselves. Because I was sitting there contemplating, and I was thinking that the most the most successful people, they don't they don't need the world to understand what they're doing. They don't need validation from people because they have self-aware. They understand themselves to the point that they don't need people to understand them. What they need, what the people is understand them. It's like I was sitting there, I was thinking, usually people who say that they're not aware of themselves and who they are, and they don't understand people, right? Because sitting my and I was contemplating. I was like, because I was saying, when you understand yourself, you understand people. But then again, you have to understand people to the core, like the subconscious and the psychology and the behavior of the aspect of the human being. And why? See, the thing is, they're still trying to get someone to understand them. That's the external world. They're trying as a whole to the external world to understand them, and yet they don't understand themselves. How you expect the world to understand yourself if you do not understand? I mean, how you expect the world to understand you if you don't understand yourself? You know what I'm talking about? Like, why do you? I know that people want to fit in, but it's because they don't know how, they haven't find who they are yet. They're still lost, right? They still trying to find meaning. I mean, if you look at it, Bob Proctor, Gary Vee, Lewis Howes, every successful people we look up to, or Esther Hicks, Napoleon Hill, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, all those, Ty Lopez or whoever, they have an understanding of themselves. They're not depressed. They have drive. They have awareness. They know what they want. Usually, people who say these things truly don't understand people. Like, I think a lot of people. It's like Yeah, I actually, yeah, long time ago. I used to listen to a song by Akon, and you never took the time to understand me. How can a person understand you that you how can like your lover or your mate, how can they understand you if you don't even understand yourself? So that question stuck me. Like, that's why if you hear Oracle of Delphi, know thyself, you should know who you are, your wants. I mean, you who you are. But I believe that you also should be able to find, like, introspect yourself and find your dislike and what you hate and what you don't like. Look, I know hate is a strong word, but just use dislike. What you don't like, what you have to find within yourself to find who you are, like what you stand for, what's your boundary, um, what because if you don't know what you stand for or you believe, you're gonna be swayed by a lot of things, and you're gonna be persuaded by the masses or the general population on where everyone is going. But to the point, I'm serious. I, yeah. So I guess I used to say these things because I didn't even understand myself. But as you grow in awareness, and when you get into personal development, self-help, when you study like the aspect of persuasion or understanding of our cognitive bias, like reciprocity, scarcity, authority, all those bias that we have in our brain. And when you go deeper to like understanding people, people are complex, yes, but we are similar in a way. If Like, the reason why I study so many like different subject isn't because I realize that when you different study different subject is because I was aware is that the ability to connect with people. Let's say if they like the subject, and if I study that subject, I connect them with that and relate them. When I relate them, that means they say, "Huh, this person is like me." So it create a more I'm in rapport with them, not disconnect, right? And when I understand that the whole psychology, if you will, when you understand that you don't need the world to understand you, you just need you to understand you. Like, for instance, what do you want in life? What what's your aspiration? What do you want to do in the world? Or what do you find meaningful? What do you like? What do you stand for? What value do you hold? Like, what do you want to create in the world? That question, I never, when I was lost, I never actually think of creating value. No, not for myself or for others. I was stuck, and I couldn't find meaning. People who are like saying they don't have meaning in their life, they don't know who they are, literally. And it's not their fault. It's just that they have the system, the the matrix, if you will, didn't teach us the tools, the the things that we should learn to understand, to be able to not only to express but to be able to communicate with ourselves and the world and to people, because people don't read our mind. We got to understand that other people can't read our mind. We can't expect them to get us if we never express it. We never tell them that. We never communicate with them that. Like, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and I know myself. And so the other person will understand and they'll adapt. But the problem is we don't do that. When we depressed, we close off from the world and we don't understand the world. I mean, I'm still learning, and I'm still learning about myself. But I am self-aware enough to understand that I don't need the world to understand me. They don't need to. I mean, that's fine. They don't need to. I used to say that long time. I want the world to understand me. No, or my ex to understand me. No, they don't need to understand me. They don't need to. But what I must do is understand myself so I can understand others. And as I understand others, I can be able to help others and provide values, provide service, whatever, or whatever that is for you. So let's take it as this. When the world don't understand you, is because you don't understand yourself. How can you expect the world to reciprocate back when you don't reciprocate back to the world? When you don't stand your belief. Like, for me, I have a held belief strong enough to be able to say, yeah, this is what I believe in. Like, for instance, I believe that in order to live an amazing life, you gotta do what most people don't do. And even if you're afraid, you gotta do it because it make you happy, make you light up inside. And it changes you, it molds you. So you gotta do it for you. See, too many people do it for other people, but they don't do it for themselves. I think it starts with you first. You gotta start with you. And as you start with you, and as you change, so the world will understand you. And actually, people who are like-minded like you. Just put it like that, right? When you change, the world around you changes. And you start to attract like-minded people. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And remember, find yourself, find meaning in life. It's really, it make you lights up inside. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.